Hey guys, I think you're really going to enjoy what I did today. So I decided to go for something a little different than what I normally do. As you can see, I'm using really vibrant colors. I'm using a ton of glitter, and I even did a cut crease. This look today is actually dedicated to my boys in the Seahawks. Go Hawks! So if you like what you see, let's get started. Alright guys, we're gonna go beast mode on this. Beast mode on this look. Beast mode on this look. So I've already done my eyebrows. If you want to know what products I use for those, I put them in the details below. So we're gonna start off with the eyes, and for that I'm using some Scotch tape. Apply that on the corner of your eye. And I made the mistake last time. When it's uncomfortable, be sure to adjust it. Last time I had this poking right in my eye, and it was the most uncomfortable hour and a half I have ever experienced. To prime my eyelids, I'm using the MAC Paint Pot in the color Soft Ochre, and to apply that, I'm just using the It Brushes for Ulta by It Cosmetics. Next, picking up a bone-colored eyeshadow, you want to just place that right over your primer. That way it keeps any eyeshadows from creasing. For that, I'm going to use my Too Faced Cat Eyes palette, and I'll be using the color Classy right here in the middle. Oh my god, the color's called Meow. To keep your primer from, oh my god. To keep your shadow, oh my god. To keep your shadow from, today I'll be using the, oh my god. To keep my shadow from creasing, today I'm going to be placing a bone-colored shadow just right over the primer. For that, I'll be picking up the Too Faced Cat Eyes palette, and I'll be using the color Meow. It's just this middle color right here. Gonna place that on using a e.l.f. Professional eyeshadow brush. And I'm actually just going to apply it more on the upper half, since on the bottom half I'll be applying glitter anyway. Next, picking up my ColourPop Hello Kitty Super Shock Shadow. This is in the color School Bus. I'm going to apply it just right on the upper half of my eyelids above the crease. And when you buy this product, it does tell you on the bottom in the application instructions, for better application, use your finger. And that is true because I've tried to use a brush to apply these Super Shock shadows before, and I noticed that the eyeshadows weren't as vivid as they are when I use my finger to apply them. So I'm just going to inch my way in, going over what I've already put on. And what helps for a good reference when I'm doing a cut crease, you want to make sure you're looking at the mirror straight on, so that way you can reference the crease when applying that top color. This is what they look like once you're done applying your eyeshadow. And of course we want to blend those edges out, so to do that today I'll be using my MAC 286 brush. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blend the entire shadow that I applied on, and then after that I'm just going to go right over it and apply more of that Super Shock shadow, so that way the color stays vibrant like I want it to. So for this look, I do kind of want to smoke it out on the outer ends of the blue here. So for that, I'm going to pick up the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. And for that, I'm just going to use this darkest color here, which is called Carve. To apply that, I'm just going to be using the e.l.f. The e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush. And I'm going to take it really, really, really light and just blend it on in the edges there. Blend it on the edge, blend it in the edge. Oh my god. That looks terrible. Does that look ugly?
Just wait until you see what comes out.
using the Hello Flawless Wow Oxygen Brightening Makeup by Benefit. This is in the color I'm So Money Honey. And to apply that, what will we use today? We're actually going to use a Morphe, I believe this is a lip brush. Yes, a Morphe lip brush. This just came in a Morphe kit that I bought. So I'll apply some of that concealer, and then I'm just going to trace the crease. Okay, and I know right now it looks really, really bad, but I promise the finished product is going to look so good. So like I just did, I just saw it in the camera. You want to be careful when you apply your concealer, because if you go a little too high and you open your eye wide enough, it actually transfers over here. So I'm just going to, I guess, re-blend it out after all that hard work I just put into it. Okay, so this is my favorite part. We're going to go ahead and put the glitter on before we start cutting the crease. For that, I'm going to be using the NYX Glitter Primer, and for the green glitter, I'm just going to be using some basic cosmetic glitter that I actually just bought at a craft store. To apply that, I'll be using the Morphe Smudger Brush. Oh, and also, I want to let you guys know I made this mistake last time I tried to do this look. I'm going to leave, just like I did with my last New Year's Eve look, I'm going to leave some space right here, since that's where I'll be putting my wing liner. Last time I spent like 15 minutes trying to get on this damn eyeliner because that glitter, it was so heavy and thick and rough. So just leave some space there, and then we're going to leave some space up here as well for when we cut the crease. And if you guys don't have the glitter primer at home, I did learn that you can actually use eyelash glue. That helps keep the glitter, of course, on as well. Just a heads up, you guys are going to get a shit ton of fallout with this look because you are using loose glitter. Now we'll be cutting the crease. This is the almost the completed look for the top of the eyelid here. For that, I'll be using the Kylie Kai Shadow Holiday Edition, and I'll be taking the color Frosty, which is just this middle color right here. For that, I'll pick up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Angled Liner Brush. But I'll be taking my Fix Plus, and I'll be getting this wet before I apply the Frosty Kai Shadow. That way I get a more metallic look when I apply it. And then I'm going to start from the inner corner of my eye, and I'm just going to inch that shadow right to the outside wing. Your shadow way too hot. You need to cut it. That's it? That's it? Okay, now I'm going to move on to right under the glitter. I'm going to do my wing liner. It was a lot harder to keep the glitter, oh my god, I don't know how I'm going to do this, glitter off of the waterline, so I'll just give it a shot, see how it goes. For my wing liner today, I'll be using the Matte Liquid Liner by NYX. Okay, this liner is garbage with the glitter, so I'm going to peel off the tape and see if I can fix it a little bit. Oh, I guess it's not that bad. Okay, now that all the shadow's on the upper lid, you can see that the look is really coming together. It's the perfect look for game day. Like I said in the beginning, I know it was super ugly when you just started off with like something here, something there. But once you put all the little details together, it's actually really, really cute. So I'm going to move on to my lashes. I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Hello Lashes. Just put one coat of that since I'm going to be using falsies today again. So before I move on to my lower lash line and put on my falsies, I do like to do my face makeup first. Apply my foundation, concealer, whatever I put on there. That way all the fallout from my setting powder actually doesn't get onto the falsies. And that way when I'm applying foundation and concealer onto my cheeks here, It's not getting rid of any smoky eye that I did apply to the bottom. Although for this case, we won't be doing a smoky eye, but just for future references. And so I saved time today. What I'm actually going to do, I have glitter all over my face. I'm going to apply my concealer, foundation, everything off camera, so that way we can just go ahead and move on to the rest of the look. Okay, I'm back. So everything that I did to my face today is what I would normally do in all my other videos. I just did my basics. Now we can move on to the rest of my eyes. So today for my lashes, I'll be using the House of Lashes Temptress lashes. So I'll go ahead and apply those. And I don't think I've ever shared this with you guys before, but for my eyelash glue, I actually use Lash Adhesive by Shiseido. This I actually pick up in Japan. It just comes in a little tube like this, and the glue is actually white. Sometimes it'll dry clear. If I put too much, it'll actually dry white, which is why I still tend to have to go over. I'm going to move on to my lower lash line. I'm going to keep it super simple today since we have so much going on up here. Taking the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Liner. This is in the color Distortion. It's the same one I used in my last video. I'm just going to run that right under my lash line. And I believe this tube of liner was $24, which seems like a lot, but I do actually use it often because it's a nice glittery liner. It goes with everything, so I've used it like 5 times since I bought it. And I actually originally bought it just for my New Year's Eve look, but it turns out I actually really like it and find lots of use for it. And then taking that Hello Lashes by It Cosmetics, I'm just going to apply some of that to my lower lash line as well. Now that we've got that on, we're going to complete the eye look. Taking that same NYX Matte Liquid Liner that we used earlier, we'll go ahead and apply it over the white areas of my lashes. I don't know. Wait for the camera to focus. Oh, there you go. You guys can still see how it's still white here. For the most part, the glue is already dry because I do let it get tacky before I apply it on. So I like to use the thin liner brush just in case it isn't all the way dry. That way it's not too hard on the lashes and it doesn't end up pulling my lashes off. Just gonna go right over my lash strip. So for my lips today, I'm actually going to keep them super nude, literally super nude. I'm not putting anything on them. All I'm going to do is just put on some chapstick probably once I'm done. I just don't feel like any other color would go good with this eyeshadow, and if you're going to a game, it's probably not even worth putting anything on your lips. So this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. This is something totally different. You know, this is actually one of the first times I did a cut crease. I've only done a cut crease once or twice, and one of the times was like 2 days ago when I first tried this look. It actually turned out a lot better today than it did the other day too when I tried it out, so that's also nice. Yeah, I really hope you guys had a lot of fun, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. I just thought I'd do something totally different than what I normally do a game day look, but at the same time kind of keep it girly. And if you like what you see, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Go Hawks! Motherfucker. All out from like my settings, my mother. Oh, I'm doing that mouth thing. So ugly, like, huh? 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 Huh?